Tito, I heard people say in the past, like life is like a chess game,
Yeah.
right? Like it's not checkers, it's chess.
Right.
I honestly believe at times it needs to be like poker. And you can't always show your hand. You can't
Yeah.
always tell
Yeah.
all your
Yeah.
cards.
Right.
You
Yeah.
got
Right.
to have a couple tricks up your sleeve.
100%.
Yeah, dog. Welcome to the Mr. Peter Parker podcast. I'm over here with the God Tito Jackson. We about to chop it about various things that are going on in the world and our lives. Welcome to episode 20 of the Mr. Peter Parker show. Potentially today, we may have Philly's own Dark Low on the program.
Yep.
Very polarizing figure. A lot of stuff going on in his life right now with the music and in his personal life too. We're gonna get into this
Definitely.
if he
They
taps
kind of
in.
intertwine a little bit if you.
Right. It's supposed to be happening. He's not here yet. So we're going to kick it off, though. But trust and believe,
Let's
Dark Low
go.
may tap in during this episode. Tito, I want to break down a couple of things that have been going on in my life and things that have been happening over the last
Break it down for me. Break it down.
last week or so, my G. We haven't really tapped in, and we usually talk on a daily basis. I did call you in Atlanta briefly on my way to meet up with some old friends, but let's backtrack a little bit, okay? Let's backtrack.
Yeah.
So I left for Atlanta last week on Thursday morning about like 5 o'clock. I left my house at like 3:30 for a 5 o'clock plane to get to Atlanta so I could have a full day the day I got down there. The day before that day, so like 2 days prior, I made the bold decision. I made the bold decision to take about 2 grams of mushrooms at 3 o'clock in the afternoon out the blue.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was a gift from a friend. So like, a friend of a friend, really.
Bro,
Gifted me.
I mean, like,
Gifted
yo,
me.
was this, what did you say, Sunday or Saturday? What afternoon?
No, so
Sunday?
I went Thursday, so this was like Tuesday. So
Tuesday.
Tuesday afternoon,
Okay.
I was in a funky mood. I've been in a funky mood for like a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I personally am going through physical withdrawals from not performing and the adrenaline of doing the radio show.
I hear it.
I went through some stuff in the last month or so, just physically because of the adrenaline and the lack of that. It was like I was unbalanced a little bit. I was suffering from a little depression. And for people that know me, that's kind of hard to believe, right? Like, oh, Peter Parker depressed? Fuck, bro, you know me well, and it's kind of a roller coaster over here. So when I made the decision because I was trying to see if I could shift my perspective. I was having a difficult time, so I put them in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I ate them in like a matter of like
how much? How much?
Almost 2 grams, like a reasonable dosage. When I asked the guy about it, I said, "Yo, can I get some? I don't want to puke. I just want to have an experience, right? I've done it once before about 10 years ago when it was a lot of fun. So I was like, all right, let me try it. Well,
what kind of space were you in at the time?
I wasn't in the best headspace. I was suffering from a little anxiety, and
This is the first time you did it.
The first time I was having a ball. I was with my girlfriend, and it's great. When I did them on Tuesday, I was like probably in a funky headspace, right? And it was game 6 of the Bucks game. That was the day, you know what I mean? It was like the playoff, the finals game. So I took them, and it wasn't enough to make me go like, whoa, and the wall is melting, and everything is blending, and your face is no. It wasn't.
I've never really even had that experience with that shit.
I have the first time I did that. Yeah.
I mean, I think I don't know. I don't know. It's for me. It's not. It was never like I don't see pink elephants walking across stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's like
no.
But like it's like really smoking a lot of weed.
But right when I took them though the first time, it felt like the universe was like unstable. Like the room was like okay. Like it just was like nothing was really solid. You know what I mean? It's an odd feeling. I didn't really like that feeling a lot. It was cool, but so I took them on Tuesday, and then they kind of they were cool, whatever, and it kind of wore off. And I was like, okay, they're done. But then I went to the barbershop the day before I went, and my barber was like, yo, if you crack your neck, it like comes back a little bit. I'm like that? I'm like, oh no. So it comes back in the barbershop, right? So
get out. You really think that? Because see, that's supposed to be. That's supposed to be for acid. because acid
Well,
sits in your spinal fluid, and that's how they can. I don't know. This was like some. Man, I don't know. Fuck it.
So it kept going, right? So like I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. So then they're like, oh, if you smoke a little weed, it may come back a little bit. So all right. So that's like I go to Atlanta now off
Yeah.
the residual effects of this kind of gathering myself. And then I go out
Tripping
there.
for 6 days. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And now it's going on and on and on. We go down there. The second I land at like 8 a.m., my homie Kerosene picks me up and takes me right to the dungeon where Outkast recorded Southern
Yes.
Pluralistic.
I saw the Instagram story of you out there. That was dope.
Yo, and just going down, getting out of the car from the airport to the whip, jumping out, and then in that environment, it felt like rural New Hampshire, but way hotter and way more rundown.
I mean, going down there in the middle of July, it's got to be disgustingly hot.
Heavy heat, right? So I popped out and seen that neighborhood, and he was saying the neighborhood had changed, but it was, still a lot similar stuff. And Big Boy's made it into an Airbnb, so he rents it out with the studio in the basement, and you can stay in the spot.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so it's renovated to an extent, you know what I mean? And we did that type of stuff. We hung out during the day, had some food. That night, he had a boom bap party. This thing called the Nod. It's kind of like a Wu-Tang Wednesday, but it's a monthly, and they pretty much only play Ransom, Griselda, RJ Payne, like new.
All those guys we like. Yeah.
All that new shit, and it's the only thing like that in Atlanta. Everything else they're doing is like trap music and very mainstream Atlanta culture. But we were down there, did this party, and they were all playing like dope, like cuts. And we both know, and everybody knows, as dope as that wave is, at times it can get a little sleepy. It's a lower BPM at times. So I'm in the back, and I was telling you, this guy, my man Joe Scudder, who was a member of Little Brother, he's the white boy in Little Brother, and he's from North Carolina. He doesn't rap anymore, but he like manages a bar down there. So we linked with Scudder. So me and him are in the back of the room, like talking shit. We've known each other from back in the day. Right. And I pop up, you know me, man. I came in throwing like mid-90s New York heat. I'm talking about like I Shot You LL with the sample build up in the beginning, like Time's Up OC. I'm playing all Nas, all Old J, Biggie cuts, deep cuts, got all the way up to Dipset. I Really Mean It. What Up Gangster, all these crazy like early 2000s records. And we had a ball down there. Kerosene came in afterwards. He described it as Pete did the open heart surgery. He like opened the chest up.
Yeah.
Kerosene came in with the needle and sewed up the arteries and like kind of fixed it afterwards and like sealed it back up. But I definitely put a foot in the chest of that scene that night. And it was amazing. It was
how'd it feel to get back and do something like that?
Feel good. I've done some parties, but I hadn't done anything in that vein, like in that kind of like where the heads were. And when you play like a rarity or like a Wu-Tang record or like Fourth Chamber or something, and
some deep B cuts.
Yeah, and dudes, grown men get up from the bar and walk over and knuckle dap you so hard you can barely DJ afterwards.
Yeah, because it's stuff they haven't heard in a long time.
Listen, I learned a lot of this shit from Tito. We used to go out to spots. They dropped the Jamaica records, and Tito start pounding on the wall. Boom, 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 boom. I never seen this shit in my life, and now I'm the guy pounding on the wall now, or making them pound on the wall. So it was.
There's nothing that that's like the ultimate form of respect. When someone starts pounding on the wall when you're DJing, I feel like it's like
son. But look, your man Dark Low is here, though. We're going to make this happen real quick. We're going to get back to the Atlanta story. Hold on one second. Let's get this done real quick. I want to build with this guy. What's up, family?
It's good with you, man.
How are you, man? Welcome to the program, Tito, Dark Low, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo.
Respectfully, my friend.
Peace, what
up? What's up?
Peace.
Yo, new album out?
You already
going on in your personal life?
You already.
Listen, I want to put a disclaimer out before we get into this conversation, okay? Like, this ain't Vlad. Like, I'm not here to glorify none of the shit you're going through. Like, we ain't the white boys that fetishize this. You know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to make it clear, like, I'm not going to be asking you to incriminate yourself during this episode at all. You know what I mean? Like, So respect to you in your situation, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, nah, it's real. You've been doing a lot of music that's been. I said to Tito before we got you on, Philly could be arguably the most underrated rap scene ever.
That's a super fact, my boy. That's all the way a super fact. It's always been like that.
I don't know why. It's been bar crazy since day one. Mm-hmm. Everybody is a thoroughbred animal. You make some of the most aggressive alpha apex predator shit I ever heard in my life. Like, you made me want to rob a liquor store. I have a bachelor's degree. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. Like,
man. This is an aggressive city, man. Like,
I know.
It's everybody.
Even your sports, man. Even your sports, bro. Like, it's everything.
Even in sports, it's everything is a competition, man. Everything is aggressive, man.
Yeah, I get it, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I get it. We're from Boston, so it's like we get it. We're different.
Y'all. Right. I see.
And we go out into different parts of the country. I live in Minnesota, and people are like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "Not here." You know what I mean? Like, I told them, I said, I never even met white people until I moved to Minnesota. This shit different. You know what I mean? But like we understand the Philly thing. I used to live just south of Baltimore. And
that's close.
I was in DC heavy. I know I've seen the Akis moving around out there. I know what it is. You know what I mean?
Already.
Right. So before we get into the personal, because I'm gonna let you talk and say your piece on that. I want to talk about the Charlie Pope.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about how you choose producers. Because it seems really dope when you tag team up with people. The way you work with Harry Fraud, D. Dawn. I see you out here with the world famous Nicholas Craven.
Nick, my boy.
Wow. What are you looking for when you pick beats? Like, how do you lock in with this?
You know, I like my shit soulful, man. I like that. That grimy. I like to call it like intelligent gangster rap. You know what I mean? Like I like that grimy sound. I like that. Like my shit more soulful. You know what I'm saying? Like I said on the Charlie Pope joint. You know what I'm saying? I like the chemistry. If I you know what I mean, we lock in. I got the chemistry. Like when I listen to a producer beat, I ain't got to string and write. Like the bars just come to me. Like I ain't got I just sit down, listen to the beat. By the time I listen to the beat once, I already got 6 bars in my head.
Yeah. You're ready to go, right? It inspires you.
I'm ready to go. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's what happened with Beat On, Harry Fraud, Craven, a few others. Like once I hear the beats, it's a rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. And I seen what he done with Ransom was so epic. And
then, that's crazy. That's one of my favorite MCs, Ransom too.
No, he's amazing, and his comeback is very inspiring. He said there's no age on this. There's like
at all.
No, to be honest, and we're gonna get into it. But if you have to sit down for a second, you're gonna be able to come back and continue this. It's like there's no like he's too old now.
Yeah. It's like fine wine, man.
Yeah,
better.
It's beautiful, man. So putting together this thing now, V-Don is the producer. This is the guy that really blesses you on some of these projects, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Talk about that relationship.
Me and V-Don, when I first came home, 2010, I heard Lil V-Don, my man Lil Tito. I ain't know none of them. I just heard the beat. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Then I just heard one of his instrumentals. That was like my first time people see me pop out was on a V-Don beat. I ain't know him though. Like, you know what I mean? I jacked his beat basically.
Word, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my little brother, like, man, you might as well get in contact with him. I know he gonna get it. He gonna link back. But I'm looking at V-Don in the highest standard. I'm like, man, he ain't gonna get back with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But my little brother did it. I don't know nothing about the internet online. He hit V-Don. V-Don hit me back like, yo, let's do it. Sent me a pack from the rip. You know what I'm saying? So I was a fan of V-Don before he even knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? So nowadays, the chemistry is just like shit is just excellent, man. Like you can't match this chemistry we got, man.
Yeah, it's perfect, man. And the visuals are really like, I always tell people, man, like, yo, you just got to give them something real. Like, show them something authentic, and people can tell if this is props or if this is real. And, you know, I was joking with Tito. I was like, my beverage for the night. I seen where he's hanging out. I was like, I know these joints on the bodega spot. You know what I mean? Like, but nah, it's like you really, really capture the essence of Philly, and someone that hasn't.
Come on, man, don't do that.
Look at the gods, son. I see. Salute my kid.
Don't do that.
Good man, good man. I knew it. Nah, but like I drove through there. Like the first time I really went through North Baltimore, I hit my man. I said, oh no, The Wire is just like a documentary. This is actually happening. I seen it right in front of me. You know what I mean? So salute to you guys for showcasing your city the way that you do, specifically you. And man, you're bringing something unique to the table. That aggression rap, that real.
Yeah. See, the city knows it's real. I'm from Philly, man. Like Philly don't really get behind everybody. And it's a rough city. It's so, like we just said, it's so many rappers. Like how can they just pick one and get behind so many? Everybody, moms, grandmoms, grandkids. That's 8. Like so many rappers out here. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be grateful that my city is behind me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they know that it's authentic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it really is. I could tell. I got into you. I knew who you were, but to prep, you really want to get into somebody's bag and hear the music and really listen and really look. And man, it's very, very impressive. Let's talk Philly for a second, okay? Are you doing cheese whiz on the sandwich? Or are you doing provolone?
Provolone. Cheese whiz is for people that's not from Philly that just want to go down South Street and just, what you call them people? I can't get the word. That's
tourists.
Yeah, cheese whiz is for tourists.
Yeah, I get that.
But you know, after like a year, like damn, let me just get a little bit of cheese whiz just to switch it up. But definitely provolone.
Me too. I'm on it. That's how we do up top in Boston. The Bean. We do like the provolone joints like that. Favorite Philly athlete of all time?
AI.
Oh, come on. I knew it. Barkley, Randall Cunningham. You're some cool motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, they was cool, but AI was just, you'll see AI riding down South Street.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what's up? Like, AI be right out there. And TGI Fridays.
So this is real. This is no lie. I used to hear stories in the Bean where he would come and he would go to like the most wildest hood spot, small bar with every piece of his jewelry on.
Every piece of jewelry. 2 dudes with him, nothing major.
Yeah, but chilling.
But
like,
AI was just so like us. It wasn't like somebody would plot on him. Just like, damn, that's AI. Like AI was us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man. He really was amazing. Man. He was Bubba.
So,
he wasn't really Allen Iverson. He was Bubba Chuck. You know what I mean? Like, you know that. Yeah, that's real shit, man. All right, so.
But I don't want to bring nothing up. And he'll pull the strap out on you. And he got caught up in some shit out here.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Definitely
you don't play.
No,
you don't play.
If you're gonna be outside like that, you better be.
Yeah.
You gotta move a certain way with jewelry like that.
For a fact, man. For a fact.
I saw that you had a relationship with Nipsey.
Oh man, definitely a relationship with Nipsey. No, I was out LA, linking up with my other man out LA. I ain't know Nipsey. I was out there just linking up with my other man. He was in the 60s. He was that was Nipsey little homie.
Neighborhood,
yeah. So when I linked up with him or whatever, Nipsey pulled up. Like, damn. I mean, I was on some shit like, damn, they go Nipsey. Even back then, it was like Nipsey was like major. So I was really just like laid back. Like I wasn't really running up to him. And Nipsey was like, damn, what's up, Dark Low? You know what I'm saying?
And he knew it,
I'm like,
right?
Damn. He like, damn, man. He start talking about my beard and all that. Like, man, what you do to get your beard like that? It's like, take care of it. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he said, you on turf, homie. You on turf. I don't know what the fuck that means.
No, you in the right spot.
I know what it means now, though.
Yeah.
He like, man, you on turf, homie. You good. I mean, he just was showing. He got in the video. Yeah. I mean, I ain't asked him to get in my video. Like, he just put his arm around me. Like, homie was like a real dude. Like,
he was.
He come around. You see the orbit around him. Like, damn, that's like a. You know what I'm saying? It's like a street god right there, something really like that, man.
Nah, you really experienced it. I had a chance to connect with him. I've said this before. I knew him, but then he pulls up, and it's like you try to compliment him, he's gonna come at you full, like he knows about you, and it's
right. He's a student, bro.
Yo, I couldn't believe it. I did some mixtapes. He started talking about tapes, and you're like,
Yeah.
Fucking what? You know what? Nah, he was so special, bro. He was so special.
He was special, man. Special, man. Yeah. Wasn't no Hollywood, nothing, man. He wasn't nobody with him pulled up in a black tinted out Benz. He was just him. You know what I mean? He was just him.
Man. He was a very, very, very special dude, man. Okay, so this is the part I want you to be able to speak on because I know you have some shit going on right now.
Yeah.
From what I can see and what I've read is that it had a lot to do with the AR-Ab situation.
Yeah.
And how AR got kind of put away for a very long time. And people around him maybe not have been the most loyal or authentic around him.
Right.
One of your younger guys who was a mentee, someone you mentored or signed and you were working with, potentially crossed the line. And you might have tapped him on the shoulder and said that's probably not a smart move.
Yeah.
And now you seem to be in trouble for this.
Yeah, I'm in trouble for that. It just was like, it's like one of my little bros, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I sent a little letter to him, just out of my it was stupid, but I was just out of my mind. Like, damn, how you gonna do that to bro? And the letter, I shouldn't have wrote it in the first place, but I wrote that. Wasn't no threats or nothing. It was just like if you had a little bro and you was scolding your little bro. You know what I'm saying?
I do it all the time. Yeah, I scold little bro. Yeah.
So I did that. You know what I'm saying? He sent it to the Fed. He gave it to whoever he gave it to. So I gotta stand on that now. Now I gotta go back in and stand on that. You know what I mean?
It's terrible. Just on this platform, I got a lot of different people that check me out, all walks of life, right? You can tell my delivery, who I am, what we do.
Right.
Everybody's all walks of life, check us out. What's the takeaway from this situation? If you could express yourself to anybody about what went down, how it went down, and in the situation you're in, what's the takeaway from this?
You mean like the situation that got me locked up?
Just in general, yeah. Like what it was is it the young guy and how he acted and be careful who's around you? Is it watch how you express yourself to people that may be Stuart Little-ish? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's basically it was just like, the takeaway was people lying basically. Like these young guys not really built for this shit. As soon as they get cornered, they just they just spill everything out, you know what I'm saying? So, that was basically like the takeaway of it, like just somebody lying on ad, you know what I'm saying? Lying on me. Like when I wrote the letter, it wasn't no threats in there, wasn't no nothing in there. It was just like a bunch of fuck yous and well, how the fuck you could do this or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So basically the takeaway is just now just you can't trust nobody out here, basically, man. You out here, go get a job, man. You know what I'm saying? Go take care of your family or take care of your mom or whoever you got out here. Like, these streets is done, man. I'm from Philly, man. It's three homicides a night. Like, not even playing around. Definitely 2 to 3 homicides every night. Nobody want no money. The homicides is probably over. Who don't look at me like this. You know what I'm saying? So the takeaway of that is just like, all right. Well, what we was doing was making music, but now the takeaway is like you can't even have nobody around when you make music. They come around with their lives or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just strictly family, man. You gotta be real particular about your family too, because that family shit don't really matter no more either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we used to say back in the day, I had a saying, we used to say the wolves are hungry, right? So be careful when you go outside because the wolves are hungry. I feel like now they hurt and hungry. It's a little bit even more of a dangerous territory. I mean, I live in Minneapolis, and the shit we've seen out here since George Floyd and what's happening in the streets out here, is so different. It's so different. And Philly already being a volatile place and a very tight, and then the pandemic adding to that. I DJed last weekend, and it was like a hood party. It was great. Yeah. But the energy was different than it was a year and a half ago. It was a little bit up a level of intensity.
Where you DJ'd at, Minnesota?
I was in St. Paul, though, on the east side of St. Paul with a lot of east siders, you know what I mean? Which is like...
That's Minnesota, though?
Yeah, well, yes, Minnesota. And so it's the closest thing we have to like something like where you're from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, no, I've seen a few few episodes of First 48 when Minnesota was in them, and it was kind of dangerous out there. You know what I mean? It's a hood in every city and every. You know what I mean? It's a hood everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
B. You got to respect everything, everyone, always.
You got to respect everything and all the rules. That's what I try to do. Like,
that's it.
Man, thank you.
Nah, I just wanted you to be able to say your piece on this, you know what I mean, in a diplomatic way, because I didn't want, you know what I mean, I didn't want to not say anything about it, but you know what I mean, we had to talk about it like that. But
right.
You have music piled up in case you do sit down.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I got the joint with me and Havoc. We gonna drop. You know what I'm saying? Me and Havoc from Mobb Deep.
Yes.
I got the joint with my solo. When I say solo, like this, all different producers with Derringer.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? What with Craven, with Vidon.
Oh, wow.
I got another EP. Yeah, I got a few EPs. So it's like when I gotta sit down, they're gonna be flooded. They're gonna be flooding in rotation for sure.
Yeah, that's great. And it's realistically, like I read about this and I was looking at it, and overall this ain't up to 8 or 9 years.
Yeah. That's what it.
Which is that what it's gonna be? You think?
No. That's just like it could go up to 8 years, or the judge could say, man, just take this 12 months to get the fuck out of my face. You know what I'm saying? Like my judge, my judge, real fair judge. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm home right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? With the corona, I caught the corona bad, so my judge let me come home until I turn myself in. So yeah, it could go up to 8, but
yeah, depending on how you act, like what you do and how you play against this. Yeah.
Then I've been out here. I haven't been like, you know, causing no destructions or I was following the rules since I've been out here. So they all see that. You know what I'm saying? So
you're a dope artist, man. You're
thank you.
You're unique. I did see, and Tito was doing a little research on this. There's some naysayers in your situation. Is this like some people that think that you're like not on the right side of this? Is like what is your response to that shit?
You know, niggas be hating. Like, I don't know what else to tell you, man.
Yeah.
Like niggas just be hating. Like it's just like, you know, like when I ain't trying to toot my horn or nothing, but when I'm in the Philly, man, shit is like I gotta take 30 pictures and you know talk to a whole bunch of people. It's like a superstar.
Yeah.
Then when somebody who think they worthy that can't do shit like that, when they drop an album, that shit go wood. Mm-hmm. They start hating. You know what I'm saying? They come from your own team. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you something that Saigon told me one time. He said, rap is not like basketball. You cannot go out there and shoot 1 million jump shots and dribble with both hands and get better at this shit. Either you have what it takes to make these records or you don't.
That's hard.
And you obviously got what it takes, man, to make these shit sound special. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard right there, man. That's hard. That make a lot of sense.
I kept that with me my whole career. I was like, of course it's not like basketball. Of course.
Right.
You have to be a certain is an it factor that goes along with being an MC. Man.
The people gotta love you, man. Like you can't force the people to love you. Like unless you got a song on the radio that's playing every 15 minutes. Like when you in my lane, man. We in the best lane right now. Griselda, you know, Dark Low, Willie the Kid. You know what I'm saying? We all in this lane where it's just like you have to be a spitter. You can't just be regular, just talking some regulars. You have to really be an intelligent spitter. You know what I'm saying?
Payne, are you kidding?
RJ Payne, like shit like that. Like that dude, man, that dude is out the world, man.
Yo, he's like one of the greatest ever. Like,
one of the greatest ever.
We never heard anybody rap like this. Ransom, you know what I mean?
Right.
We see what's going on with them and with Royce, and I think it's fun. I like this. I like this shit.
Like that shit is heavy, man. That shit is like this our lane, and we popping so much. Let's just take Benny the Butcher. You don't hear like not one Benny the Butcher song on the radio. But that nigga go anywhere and pack any show, you know what I'm saying?
Man, he could be the best out too. It's like
right,
special, man.
Right, Royce the 5'9", Art, all them dudes, man. Them dudes is lyrical geniuses, man. Yeah, like lyrical, especially RJ Payne. This shit, you know, he from Philly. So I knew RJ Payne since the early 2000s.
Rain Man, you know Rain
Man, right.
But I get why he called himself Rain Man. He's like a savant. He's like a rap savant, right?
Right. So RJ Payne is like, I just be blessed when dudes say my name next to those dudes' names. You know what I mean? Ain't no little hitters, man. They big time hitters in this game.
Boy, and they not
talking about period.
Down. Yeah, it's not going away. This is it. It's forever now, right? Nah,
right.
It's inspiring, man. It's just definitely like anybody. I know dudes that are sitting on bars, like just put the shit out. Like look at your leaders. Go this way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Gotta be consistent. You're hungry.
Yeah.
Gotta be consistent, man. You can't just go to the studio once every. I mean, I don't know nobody financial situations, but you have to be consistent with this shit, man.
Yeah.
You have to be consistent.
It's not a little music. You got to be putting out music.
You got to put it out, man. You got to put it out, man. But they off. I just put the V-Don joint out. A couple weeks, they're gonna be off that. Hey, what's next? Yeah. Who got something out next? You know what I'm saying?
Because there's gonna be 3 other projects that are coming from other people.
Right.
You dropped one with Ransom drop. He came with the shit with the crown and shit. I was like, oh my God, man. Yeah. Doing that. He's with Big Ghost LTD, another one. Big Ghost, crazy, bro.
Okay, Yup.
Yeah, he's dope.
You on your shit. You on your shit.
Come on, man. Been on 25 years, though. We here, man.
I like that.
You know me. I work in radio, right? So I worked in PGC in DC. I worked at High 97.7 in Boston. I worked at 2 stations out here. I worked at Boom 107.9 in Philly. I used to come on.
Boom. Yep.
Remember that shit? I was on that shit for like a year. You know what I mean? So I've been running around all these neighborhoods. You know what I mean? For a long time. So. Bro, we out here, man. Yo, props to you. And if we don't speak, yo, just know we're waiting for you to come back.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Fucking thing, dog.
It's gonna be like I never left, man. I'm gonna be dropping tapes and all that. It's gonna be like damn, Dark still. I got videos piled up. That, you know what I mean. So my presence still gonna be out here a little bit. Okay. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's real. Yo, any parting words? For people, anything, Charlie Pope, what do you got to say before we let you go today?
Just shout out to everybody that support me, everybody that support Charlie Pope, man. Dark, Low, Round, Harvey, anybody support him. I got y'all. Like I said, when I gotta go sit down, it's gonna be a lot of music coming out. When I come back out, it's gonna be like fine wine, just get better with time. When I come back out, man. So I got y'all, man.
And best of luck to you in the whole process. And we're gonna be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, appreciate you, Peter.
For you, man, for real, man.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Love,
peace,
man.
all love.
Man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right,
though. Look, wrapping things up on the Mr. Peter Parker podcast. Shout out to Dark Low. Tito had some technical issues. I think he's gonna call the phone right now. We're gonna figure out what's going on. I have to probably wrap up my Atlanta trip thing in another podcast. So we're gonna get back into that. Episode 21. I'm gonna try to just do, and we'll talk just about this Atlanta trip because it got smashed today because something happened. But this is what happens when you're doing podcasts in the house. Shit goes crazy. Hold on, Tito, what happened?
Fucking wire came out.
So can you plug it back? Is it a wrap?
Yeah, the wire's fucking broken.
Oh, okay. Technical shit. All right, I get it. So
the interview was fine. Like, use the interview. And
yeah. I'm wrapping it up right now. We're on live still. I'm wrapping it up. So here's what we're gonna do. Because of the technical side, let's record something else tomorrow and let's wrap up this Atlanta trip and get somebody else back on, a little back and forth, whatever.
We can just use the interview and whatever.
Yeah. They're cool. They're here. Yo, any parting words? We're gonna wrap it up like this, Tito. What do you got?
Fuck technology.
Shout out Dark Low, right?
Shout out to Dark Low.
Like, subscribe.
Fucking YouTube. Fucking like, subscribe, all the bullshit. Fucking catch you on the flip side, motherfucker.
Salute. We'll be back. That's it. We're done. Later.